My name is David Hirsch, and I am going to read several versions of Psalm 23, which is probably the most popular and well-known of the Psalms in the original 24 books of the Hebrew Bible. The first version I'm going to read is probably the most popular version, and it appears in the King James Version of the Bible. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This next version is a version fairly recent for an Orthodox prayer book. The use of Hashem is a substitute for the name of God used in the original Hebrew and is used when not in official prayer. And that is how the English is translated in this version. A Psalm of David. Hashem is my shepherd. I shall not lack. In lush meadows he lays me down. Beside tranquil waters he leads me. He restores my soul. He leads me on paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk in the valley overshadowed by death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in full view of my tormentors. You anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. May only goodness and kindness pursue me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Hashem for long days. This version is a Jewish conservative version that will be found in prayer books that are based on the JPS Revised Translation prepared in 1985. A Psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me to water in places of repose. He renews my life. He guides me in right paths, as befits his name. Though I walk through a valley of deepest darkness, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table for me in full view of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My drink is abundant. Only goodness and steadfast love shall pursue me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord for many long years. And this is the final version. It is a modern version that is in the Machzor et Ratzon. That is for the High Holiday prayer service, and I suspect other prayer books in this series. And this is a very modern translation, as you'll see as I go through it. A song of David. With you as my shepherd, Hashem, I have everything I need. You provide me food from lush pastures. You lead me to drink from peaceful waters. You restore my soul when I am in distress. You provide me guidance and direction, because that's what a shepherd does. Even when I walk in the most dangerous of places, I need not be afraid of what might happen, for you are with me. Your presence, your gentle touch, they comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me, right in the face of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, as Samuel anointed David with his future. My cup overflows with all of your blessings. It will be goodness and mercy that pursue me, not trials and tribulations, all the days of my life. For I have learned to dwell in your house, for today and forever. And this is a bonus psalm, one of my favorites, that's read on Jewish festivals in the synagogue, and is also part of the Passover Seder service in the prayer book known as the Haggadah. Psalm 114. When Israel went forth from Egypt, the house of Jacob, from a people of strange speech, Judah became his holy one, Israel his dominion. The sea saw them and fled. Jordan ran backward. Mountains skipped like rams, hills like sheep. What alarmed you, O sea, that you fled? Jordan, that you ran backward. Mountains, that you skipped like rams. Hills, like sheep. Tremble, O earth, at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob, who turned the rock into a pool of water, the flinty rock into a fountain.